LSD experiments have expanded from their secret MK Ultra program and moved into the counterculture of San Francisco under King Kesey's acid tests. And the Grateful Dead becomes the soundtrack for these trips.
It was definitely a portrait of mayhem. Sometimes they'd play for 6 hours, and sometimes they'd play for 30 minutes. It's just really whatever way the vibe and the LSD, whatever direction that took them in.
Were these tests merely to expand the mind, or were they designed by the CIA to quell the anti-war movement?
It's not crazy to think that the FBI and the CIA was monitoring them. They were super interested in what the counterculture was doing.
The CIA was trying to figure out if we give them these drugs, will they do what we want? The great irony is that hippies and Haight-Ashbury got a hold of LSD, they took it, and they became even less compliant. So if the CIA were trying to tamp down some kind of anti-government views, it certainly backfired.
After nearly a year of acid tests, Kesey holds a graduation ceremony in October 1966 to end the experiments.
When I first proposed the idea to Jerry Garcia, the leader of the Grateful Dead, who's playing up there now, it's time to graduate from acid. He says, hallelujah.
The Grateful Dead move on to spearhead the counterculture revolution and become one of the biggest bands in the world, but are forever linked with psychedelic drug use. So is there any truth to these rumors or connections to the CIA? Before his death in 2019, Dead lyricist Robert Hunter is asked the question, was the CIA behind the counterculture? His cryptic answer, I don't know. I think the answer is, who can say?
There's a lot of stories that a lot of those people were paid by the CIA. And whether or not anybody in the Grateful Dead had any true knowledge that it was the actual government doing this, that I'm not sure about.
To suggest the Dead were in cahoots with the FBI and CIA is so antithetical to everything that they stood for.
Was Jerry Garcia in the CIA? No way, Jose.